Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Dean John, and today we're diving into a very practical topic: how to talk about your job. This includes job titles and how to describe what you actually do at work.
Hey, Dean. Hi, listeners. I'm Alexa, and I'm really excited about this one. We often introduce ourselves by our job titles, but sometimes those titles don't tell the full story. Today, we'll help you explain your work clearly, whether you're in an interview, networking, or just chatting with someone new.
Exactly. Let's start with job titles. Alexa, what's your current job title?
Right now, I'm a digital marketing manager. It sounds fancy, but what it really means is that I help promote products and services online through social media, email campaigns, SEO, and paid ads.
That's a great example. So you combine strategy with creativity and analytics. A job title is just a label. It's the explanation that helps people understand the value behind it.
Absolutely. And what about you, Dean? What's your title, and how would you describe your responsibilities?
I'm currently a learning and development director. My job is to design training programs, manage workshops, and help employees grow their skills. I also work with leadership teams to align learning with business goals.
So you're basically building bridges between people and their potential. That's inspiring.
Thanks, Alexa. Let's talk now about how employees can describe their roles effectively. A good approach is to start with your title, then talk about your daily tasks, who you work with, and what results you're responsible for.
Exactly. For example, I might say, as a digital marketing manager, I lead a team of 3 people. I develop online campaigns, manage our ad budget, and track performance metrics to increase brand visibility and sales.
Perfect structure: role, responsibilities, team, and goals. Now, from an employer's perspective, we appreciate when employees understand the why behind their work, not just what they do.
Right. If someone says, I answer phones and send emails, that's not very impactful. But if they say, I manage client communication to ensure smooth project delivery and customer satisfaction, that shows purpose.
Exactly. And even if your role is entry level, you can still describe it with value. For instance, instead of I stock shelves, say I maintain product displays and ensure customers find what they need quickly.
Yes, it's about framing. Now, Dean, do you think job titles are becoming more confusing in today's world, like growth hacker or chief happiness officer?
Absolutely. Some titles are trendy, but they don't always explain the job, so it's helpful to follow up with a brief explanation. For example, I'm a growth hacker. Basically, I focus on finding creative ways to increase user engagement and drive conversions.
That's a great point. Especially in international or cross-cultural settings, it's polite and useful to explain your role clearly. Not everyone understands jargon.
Very true. Now, let's go over a few sentence structures that can help describe a job. I'm responsible for, I manage, my job involves, I work closely with, I lead a team that, I help the company by.
Let me try. I'm responsible for planning and executing our social media strategy. I manage relationships with external agencies. My job involves writing blog content and analyzing traffic.
Great examples. And here's a fun tip. If you're unsure how to describe your job in a more professional way, just break it down into 3 things: what you do, how you do it, and why it matters.
That's brilliant. Let's try it with a few common jobs. Dean, can you describe a receptionist role using that format?
Sure. As a receptionist, I greet clients and visitors, what I do, using a friendly tone and efficient check-in systems, how I do it, to create a welcoming first impression for the company, why it matters.
Perfect. Let's try another, say a warehouse associate.
Okay. I handle incoming and outgoing shipments, what I do, using inventory systems and teamwork, how I do it, to ensure timely delivery and accurate stock levels, why it matters.
Love it. It turns every job into something meaningful and professional.
Employers love hearing this kind of clarity in interviews or evaluations.
Absolutely. And for those switching careers or entering the workforce, it's helpful to translate your experience into transferable skills. For instance, if you were a teacher and want to enter corporate training, you could say, I have experience designing engaging lessons, presenting to diverse audiences, and assessing learning outcomes, all of which are key in training roles.
That's a great transition. It shows how your background fits the new job. Language is powerful when talking about your role.
So true. So, to wrap up, remember this. Job titles are only the start. It's how you explain your responsibilities, impact, and growth that makes the real difference.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. I hope you feel more confident talking about your job.
See you next time on the podcast, and remember, the better you describe your job, the more clearly others see your value.
Bye for now.